Hello and welcome to another episode of our World War II Weapon Guide. In this episode, we're rounding out the SMGs with the MP40, a submachine gun that was used by the Germans and was one of the primary SMGs to be used, and it fired the 9mm Parabellum round. In the game, damage is high, although that's going to be at a very weak range. Around 2.5 meters is when you're going to be having that 3-shot kill. But past that, you're going to have the 4-shot kill up until 16 meters, and then the 5-shot kill past 30 meters. Your penetration ability is on average too, much like most of the other SMGs that you get. Rate of fire is also on the moderate side, although somewhat lower than the others. It will be firing around 689 rounds per minute. Although rapid fire equipped, it is going to be increased mentally at 769 rounds per minute. Your hipfire is low, as expected with most SMGs, meaning that you will be very potent at closer quarters when firing from the hip. But unlike some of the other SMGs, it does have an unpredictable recoil. At times it will be mild, and then there will be at times that it's going to be kicking upward and sometimes to the right. So you really don't know what you're going to get when it comes to the recoil, so you should stay at closer ranges. Your aim time is going to be swift, at 190 milliseconds, pretty similar to most of the other SMGs that you get, and your speed is also lightning a foot, at 100% of the base speed. Mag size is going to be around the average, at 32 rounds, or 48 with extended magazine, although in real life you could have used 2 magazines at the same time with the MP40 at times, giving you 64 rounds instead. Reloads are going to be swift at 1.8 seconds, much like all the other SMGs. Our build of this weapon, this thing is quite versatile, very similar to that of the BAR. But we're going to be using it more of an aggressive use, and we're going to give it a little bit more space, much like the BAR, and we could use the hipfire only for a dire emergency. First off, to help with that unpredictable recoil, we are going to be using the grip to help with our accuracy. This will make sure that you can take on longer ranged opponents without needing the unpredictable recoil of the MP40. Just do be warned, there will be some unpredictable recoil, but not as much. Next up is advanced rifling. Advanced rifling will really help with your ranges, giving you your 16-30 meter ranges a little bit of a kick, and it will make sure that you'll be killing within 4 to 5 shots more often than not. And your 3-shot kill will be increased, slightly, but not much. Other ideas, it is pretty versatile. You could use rapid fire to increase the rate of fire on this weapon, you could use the reflex sight to get a better picture on the enemy, or you could use steady aim to take on more opponents, or the suppressor too for more stealthier build. And for basic training, we are going to be using Gunslinger. In cases that you're going to be caught off guard while sprinting, this will really save your life more often than not. So in case this enemy decides to turn around or just decide to pop up and all of a sudden, you can easily fire when you're sprinting, and you'll be able to take on opponents at closer ranges too, thanks to that. Another good idea too in your arsenal is Instinct. Instinct will give you a yellow aura around your HUD, and it will tell you if enemies are looking at you or not. And plus you're going to have detections when it comes to score streaks and when it comes to explosives. So in case an AA mine or AS mine is going to be around, you'll be able to see them, and plus it'll give you a good idea where snipers are too. Another good idea too to help you with your surroundings is Clandestine. So in cases you want to go around dead bodies and that, or if you kill them, you can get a good pulse around the map and you'll be able to see where enemies are. Or Lookout in cases you want to see enemies at longer ranges or enhance your map. For divisions, we're going to choose up to 2. If you want a more close quarters awareness, we're going to be using Resistance, and plus it'll give you most of the perks like Instinct will do, giving you a 6th sense, and every time you kill someone you're going to have a very similar effect like Clandestine. But if you prefer a more speedier approach, use Airborne. For equipment, you could use the Semtex, satchel charges, stun grenades, or flares, or you can use a pistol or a melee as your secondary. So in conclusion, the MP40 is basically the jack of all trades SMG. It's basically purely balanced, and it's unlike some of the other SMGs that you'll get in the game. It does have a higher damage when it comes to point blank ranges, and that's about it. But it can be very useful in cases you want to have an enemy that's going to be firing from the hip, or if your enemies are going to be too close. However, it is the master of none. Although it does have fast handling, you do have an unpredictable recoil to take care of. And the lower damage is going to be a bit of a problem too at longer ranges. So if you prefer a very good SMG that's basically an all-balanced SMG, then the MP40 is well worth that prestige if you're going to be prestiging the Airborne, which I hope you've done because this is a pretty popular SMG. Thank you all very much for watching. Be sure to like, favorite, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and be sure to look at my Facebook page down below. And for our next episode, we're rounding out the LMGs with the MG42. Until then, GalacticStorm saying, keep charging, bitches.